So this is the car, guys. It is a 2023 Vauxhall Mokka. It is an EV, which should be interesting. As you can see, it's had a frontal damage. Looks like it hits a post or something right in the center of the car. So yeah, not too bad, I don't think. It's a Cat N. Obviously both the crash bars are bent. The slam panel is got a fracture in it. It actually looks like the AC rad pack is okay. It is still ice cold, so obviously nothing's leaked out of it. The fan's still running, everything, although the fan does look a bit damaged, I must admit. But I've pre-ordered some parts, so I've pre-ordered a bumper, a complete bumper, second hand. I've also pre-ordered a bonnet, or I've got the bonnet actually, not pre-ordered, that's actually come. Looking on eBay and the Salvage yards, it was actually cheaper to buy a brand new bonnet from Vauxhall than it was to buy one, considering they had to be painted anyway, because I couldn't find a black one anywhere, sorry. So yeah, I just brought a brand new bonnet from Vauxhall, and obviously I got to strip off all the not under tray, but the protection and all the rubbers and all that from this one and transfer it over, but I'd had to have done that if I had it painted anyway. So yeah, I brought a brand new bumper anyway. Lights look okay. This one's very secure. This one I might have to get a light repair kit because it is loose, as you can see. So I think one of the brackets, but watching other people's videos, I believe you can get light repair kits for these and what screw into these holes here. So I'll talk to Vauxhall and see if they do that. It is running at the moment because the battery is totally and utterly dead. So I have to jump it to get it started. But apart from that, that looks okay. And there's no damage to the wings, it would seem. A couple of scuffs on the wheels, but I can get them repaired. Everything else is nice and straight. Nothing on the back wheels. The boot doesn't open. I don't know why, but no matter what I do, whether it's on the key or whether it's with a handle underneath, I can't get the boot open. So if any of you know the reasons why the boot doesn't open or how to get the boot open, if you let me know in the comments, that'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, like I say, the wheels have got a couple of scuffs. So I don't know whether that's from the accident or whether that's from Copart, I don't know. This wheel arch liner is loose, but I assume that I clip back in. I can't see no damage to the wing. It looks like that's just pulled through there. So I'll start stripping it down either today or tomorrow. Do a video of it, me stripping it down, and yeah, we'll go from there. Interior wise, it looks quite clean. It needs a clean, but it looks, apart from that, it looks like clean. It's only done 2,000 miles, guys. I don't know whether you can see that, but it has only done 2,059 miles. So it's practically brand new. Like I said, it just needs a good clean. Seats look okay. No airbag damage. None of the airbags have gone off whatsoever. Seat belts still work fine. No airbag light on the dash. Has got a lot of other lights, but I assume that's due to the battery being totally and utterly dead. Back looks okay. Like I say, that has been a bit stripped out in the back, but I think that's because Copart, I don't know why, but I assume Copart needed to get in there. And yeah, and the boot doesn't open. So like I say, if any of you know the reasons why the boot doesn't open, if you could let me know, that'd be great. Another question I got is when you look on the Copart sticker, it says pickup date 20th of the 11th 23, so that's nearly a year ago. So I assume from that the accident happened like a year ago. Is that normal? Do they normally keep cars for a year? Seems very excessive to me, but yeah, if you can let me know if that's normal or not, that'd be, excuse me, excuse me. Yeah, that'd be greatly appreciated. But like I say, it just needs a good clean, and I think that'll come up really well, because like I say, it isn't nearly a brand new car with only 2,000 miles on it. What else? Oh, I'll tell you one thing I can show you. It has got, which I wasn't expecting, a lock and wheel nut key. Woohoo! So yeah, that's good news, isn't it? Although I haven't found any service manuals or anything like that. Not that it's had a service yet with 2,000 miles on the clock, but yeah. So all in all, I think it should be okay. Like I say, I've got a second-hand I've got a second-hand bumper, sorry, which I'll strip down and send to paint. So I've already talked to a body shop. They're going to paint the front bumper and the bonnet for me. Yeah, so when the new bumper comes, because I've ordered it but it hasn't arrived yet, I'll strip it down and just send the top part, because I assume only this part gets painted. The bumper comes in 2 sections. So yeah, I'll strip it down and send just the bonnet and the bumper to paint. I wouldn't take the whole car. I can't see the point of sending the whole car there. It was that much of a wild purchase that I actually got a car trailer, because I got a couple of classic minis that I take round the country and show. It didn't actually fit on the trailer. It's too wide to fit on the trailer, so I had to do the dreaded pay co-part to deliver it, which took them over 2 weeks for it to arrive. But yeah, but all in all, guys, I think a good weekend's work, as Derek at Matthewson's would say, and we should have it stripped down, ready to reassemble. But yeah, I might start it today, but it's getting a bit late in the day now, if I'm honest. So I might put it back in the garage, and then yeah, start stripping it down tomorrow. But what do you think, guys? What do you think? Was it a good purchase? I won't tell you the price I paid for it yet, because I think that'd be quite nice to leave it till the end, and then yeah, see if I actually make any money on it or not. I've owned an EV before. I had a electric car before, but yeah, I never worked on one, obviously. But yeah, and like I say, it just looks really dusty and cobwebby, so I assume that's where it's been sitting around in their yard for a year. Not sort of moving really. But still, like I say, I don't want to harp on about it, but it still seems a long time to me, a year before it got picked up and done. Even the stickers, even like the electric shock stickers, when you look in the pictures, they're yellow. And they're all white now, so it's obviously been sitting in the sun for a considerable amount of time. But yeah, it just needs a good clean. And yeah, I think it's okay. So I'll stop the video here and then pick you up again when we start the strip down, which I'll video us taking the front bumper off and seeing the damage behind there. But yeah, if any of you know the reasons why the boot didn't open, and the reasons why, is that normal for a year before they sell it on, give us a shout, guys. Put a comment in the comment section. And yeah, it seems if you want to follow the journey with me to see whether you're a DIYer like me and thinking, oh, I might like to do that, and see if you can actually make any money of it, subscribe, like. That's what everyone seems to say. So yeah, subscribe and like to the channel, guys. And then yeah, follow me on this journey. And hopefully we might make some money. Who knows? Who knows? Right, I'll see you when I start the strip down. Welcome back, everyone. It's actually the next day. The reason I never done anything yesterday was because the car had a paddy fit, so it wouldn't start, it wouldn't move, it wouldn't do anything. So what I've done is I've actually fitted a new battery, which seemed to have solved the problem. So I think that was a battery issue. But yeah, we got the car on the ramp now, and we're going to attempt to remove the front bumper. So yeah, let's see how we get on. I've got a helper today. Say hello.
Hello.
So yeah, we're going to attempt to remove this front bumper. But yeah, so I'll set you up on a time lapse, and you can watch us do it. everyone. Yeah, it took us about an hour, but we've got the front end stripped down now, as you can see. Got new slam panels to a rad holder there. Transferred everything from the old one onto the new one. So we're now gonna put the slam panel on, and yeah, stop for a quick lunch break. So we had a lunch, and then we're gonna carry on now. Here's a pile of parts, so we can get some part numbers off the bits we need now and start ordering the replacement parts.
Lights and that are in the garage.
Lights are in the garage, so he's just told me. So we need to obviously have that repair kit. Rad pack is okay. Rad pack, there's no damage, as you can see, no damage to that whatsoever. So yeah, straight on with the new slam panel, and then that'll be it, I think, because yeah, like I say, we're waiting for some parts to come. We need to order some parts. So once we get this together and supporting the AC rad again, then oh, we got the bonnet. We might remove the bonnet today, depending on how time go. But yeah, don't know what happened with the last time lapse. It took us about an hour, and we only got 27 seconds of footage. Was it 20 seconds or 47?
27 seconds.
27 seconds. So I don't really know what happened with the time lapse, but we'll put you on time lapse again anyway while we're putting this new panel on. And then yeah, got another new helper now. Betty's come out to help us. Look, so there's three of us involved now. But yeah, anyway, I'll set you up, and then yeah, and then I'll speak to you at the end of the time lapse. Right, well, that's as far as we can get. Unfortunately, we're waiting for some parts, so we managed to get the rad back on with the slam panel, a couple of bits of trim. One needs replacing. I just put it back on just so I remembered where it went, but I'll order a new one and get that. But yeah, unfortunately, that's as far as we can go. We're still waiting for the two new crash bars to come. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. This is our first YouTube video and first bit of editing we're going to do, so please be gentle on us. Any comments, you know, please put them in the comment section below. And if you'd like to come on this journey with us further, please subscribe and like, and what else do you do, Ruben? Set up notifications. Hit the bell. Yeah, hit the bell. I'm learning at my age what you need to do to be a YouTuber. But yeah, thanks everyone, for those of you who did watch. Sorry, a big tractor then went past. But yeah, that's it from us, and hopefully next week we can update you with a bit more of a build. But yeah, say bye.
Bye bye.
Say see you later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where and when you're watching this. And welcome back to Salvage Rescues with my 2023 Mokka EV rebuild. As you can see, we're in the garage today. It's a bit windy outside. I think on the weather forecast this morning it said expect hurricane winds, so we're trying to keep out of that. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel so far. Overwhelmed by the response so far, so thank you very much. Thank you for the comments and the likes, and yeah, really appreciate that. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to follow the average Joe, trying to rebuild crash damaged cars in his garage or on his driveway and see if he can make a profit, then please subscribe to the channel and follow us on this journey and see how we get on. So today we'll be continuing with the Mokka, like I said earlier. So yeah, let's see what we've got to do today. So as I just said earlier in the video, we're going to continue with assembly of the front end of the Mokka today. We've got some parts what have arrived. We've got the shutter grille, we've got the ducting what goes around it, we've got the headlight bracket replacement kit, and we've also got the bumper support bracket. Got a lower crash bar as well, so we'll be fitting that. We did have an upper crash bar, but unfortunately, as you can see, it's arrived damaged. I don't know whether it's come off in the post or whether it was sent like that, but the headlight support bracket has fell off or snapped off, so we can't fit that today. We're waiting for a replacement to come, unfortunately. Bit of a heads up to everyone. I mean, as you can see, I brought all these parts brand new from Vauxhall. I did check all the parts. Once I stripped down, I got all the part numbers off the other items that I needed to replace, and checked on eBay and the various salvage yards. But I mean, for instance, this bumper support bracket, you know, the cheapest I could find it on eBay was £20. It went up to, like, some people want a £40 for it. From brand new from Vauxhall, less than a tenner. I mean, so it's worth checking, guys. If you're doing this, it's worth checking with your main dealer to see if the parts are actually cheaper than what they're being sold for secondhand on eBay. But anyway, that's enough of my waffle. So I'll set you up, and then yeah, watch us put this front end back together with the parts we got. A bumper should be arriving today as well, so hopefully if the bumper come, we can also strip that down and yeah, get that ready to send off to paint, because as I said, we need to paint the bonnet and the bumper before we install on the car. So yeah. So as you can see, it's quite a simple operation to install all those items. I've connected up the shutter grille connection again. I've only got 2 cables left to install, which one is for parking sensors, the other one's for the radar. So once the bonnet come, we can install them and connect them up. The actual radar sensor, I believe, is mounted on the top crash bar, so we need the new top crash bar to come before we can install that. Installed the bumper support bracket. That was more trouble than it was worth. A bit tight in space, but yeah, as you can see, front end's pretty much together now. So we're moving on to the repairing the passenger side light now. As you can see, I Got a repair kit from Vauxhall, £88 for 3 bits of plastic, so wasn't the cheapest thing. But yeah, so that's the bracket what's broke. You can see where that's come off there when the upper crash bar got hit, 'cause that fixed to the upper crash bar with a bracket. The other 2 brackets are fine, so no need to change them. It's just one of these. I believe it's that one. What needs to be replaced there. No instructions whatsoever. So never done this before, obviously. So I think, I think we have to cut some of the old bracket away. You can see there's some screw holes there. Let me turn that over. It's all very awkward with one hand. You can see there's some screw holes there where this screws into, I believe. So yeah, so I'm going to cut away the plastic what's not needed, and then look to install this new bracket. So it does come with screws and a couple of retaining clips, but yeah. So I'll set you up again, and then I won't video cutting the plastic away because I need to do that elsewhere, but no other damage to the light whatsoever. So it's just simply that one bracket that needs to be replaced. So yeah, I'll set you up, and then you can see me installing the new bracket. So it's a little bit hit and miss to what you need to remove. I sort of made a little template of that shape here and put it on the light, but because of these fins it's a bit hard to gauge, so I cut a little, tried it, cut a little bit more, but as you can see that fits on there perfectly now. So just put a couple of screws in those holes there, and we should be ready to go. But yeah, got those spare. Should I ever have another Mokka to do? But yeah, so all in all, quite an easy job. Took about 5 minutes to remove the plastic, but yeah, I'll screw that on and then come back to you. So that's that screwed on now, a couple of little T20s, and it's all together. Very good idea by the manufacturers. Hang on, sorry, just while I turn it over. So I think it's a very good idea by the manufacturers to have these repair kits. A new light from Vauxhall was £1,100. They were about £300 on eBay. £88, and that's quite extortionate for a couple of bits of plastic. But yeah, light's ready to go. So yeah, quite a good job, I think. You can sort of see how it's been removed there. But yeah, reasonably easy to do. And while I was screwing that on, this has arrived. So we have a bumper. Unfortunately, when I unpacked it, it's a bumper for Kia Sportage, not a Mokka. So I ordered a white Mokka bumper, and I got a Kia Sportage black bumper. So unfortunately, I was gonna strip that down and get that ready for paint today, but unfortunately there's no point in doing that because it's for the wrong car. So that's where we're going to leave it today, guys, I think. So we'll have to leave it there. Unfortunately, it's as far as we can go. Waiting for the crash bar, waiting for the bumper. Yeah, I know. So yeah, anyway guys, if you like this video, subscribe, thumbs up, give it the thumbs up, turn on the notifications, and we'll be back shortly with a new episode. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you very soon. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to Salvage Rescues with my 2023 Mokka EV rebuild. As you can see behind me, the Mokka is complete. Well, I say complete, it's only 99% complete. I just got the radar sensor cover to go on now. I thought I'd ordered it, but that didn't come, so I assume I didn't order it. And also this lower trim came in primer rather than silver, so I just need to get that painted silver. Also, it's a bit of a schoolboy error. I need 2 new bonnet hinges. I should have thought of that, but I didn't. When you actually look at the hinges, you can see they're bent, and that's putting the bonnet over by about 5 mil each side. Gaps are good, gaps are really good, but it's just all, both sides of the bonnet is over by about 5 mil. So yeah, I'll get them ordered and get them installed. But I wanted to get this video boxed off so I can move on to the next project for you guys. But yeah, so what you'll see now, you'll see a course of videos to show you what we've been doing for the past week, building up the bumper, building up the bonnet, and then install them both on the car. Yeah, and then at the end of the video, stay tuned to the end of the video, I'll go through all the costs with you to show you what I've spent so far, what I intend to put the car up for sale for, and then let's see if there's any profit, because we all know we're doing this for profit. But anyway, thank you guys for those of you that subscribed so far. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed and you like this sort of thing, please do. Please subscribe to the channel, give it the thumbs up, and then leave any comments you have in the comment section. We're now installing the crash bar onto the car. 3 8mm bolts hold this in position on either side. Once these bolts are located, we can then do them up with the impact driver. As you can see, the crash bar is now all in position, so we're now preparing to install the 2 headlights. So Ruben's just installing the headlight support brackets, one on either side, whilst I'm installing the bonnet release catch bracket. That's a bit of a mouthful. 6mm bolts all round, so 3 6mm bolts on the bonnet support catch bracket, and then 2 6mm bolts on the light support brackets. So once these are in position, we'll tighten these up and then prepare to install the 2 headlights. That's the driver's side headlight now being lined up in position. Just plugging it in, and then we'll be bolting that onto the brackets. That's both headlights now in position. We're just finally doing the bolts up. and then we'll line the headlights up and then do the final bolting up once the two headlights are both lined up correctly. We're now moving on to doing the final connections on the lights, so tightening the bolts up, holding it in position based on the truth marks on the paint of the support bracket where it come off the previous crash bar, and then Ruben's, as you can see, Ruben's tightening them up, and then I'm just checking them to make sure they're tight. Moving on to the bonnet now, just installing the water jets, and then I'll be installing the manual bonnet release catch once the water jets are installed and the support brackets. So that's the bonnet done, and we're now moving on to the bumper. I've got the old one set up over here, still got the fog lights and the parking sensors to remove, and a couple of additional bits of trim need to come off, what are undamaged. Everything what is damaged has been replaced. Unfortunately, after the Kia Sportage fiasco where they sent me the wrong bumper, I had to order new parts from Vauxhall. There was no second-hand bumpers available. There was some available but not in very good condition, so I just decided to buy everything brand new from Vauxhall. I had the top section painted, as you can see. It still needs to be buffed up, but they couldn't do it because it's too flexible, so they said when it's installed on the car, bring it back and we'll flatten off and buff it up for you. As you can see, loads of new parts here ready to be installed. Everything's brand new from Vauxhall. So yeah, we've got everything we need, I believe. Still, like I say, start to remove a few clips and use them on the new bumper. But yeah, okay, so we'll set you up on the tripod and we'll commence the build of the bumper. As you can see, the top and bottom sections of the bumper just clipped together, no screws needed. We're now installing the upper grille section. Again, this just clips into place. Now installing the side air duct onto the bumper. We left the other one in place on the old bumper so we could just match it up and see how it was installed. But again, another item which just clips into place, no screws required. Ruben's now removing the two fog lights from the old bumper whilst I remove the remaining trim parts from the old bumper, which are the two side undercarriage parts and also the remaining air duct that's to be left in place so we can match up on the new bumper. Ruben installed the two fog lights onto the new bumper, and then we just transferred the wire and loom over from the old bumper to the new bumper. On there clipping this into place whilst Ruben's connecting up the fog lights onto the wire. Installing the under tray to give the bumper a bit of support, so installing the two under tray wing panels and then the centre panel, which you can see the man installing now. This is all just held in place with plastic rivets. You put the rivet in first and then put the pin in, and then you see me with that ham handle just pushing the pin in, which expands the back side of the rivet and holds all the under tray into place. That's all the trim and wire and loom and fog lights removed from the old bumper and transferred onto the new. So we removed the old bumper from the garage, give us a bit more space, and we're now fitting the upper emblem holder stroke slam panel cover onto the new bumper. This clips into place, but it's a bit more trickier than we thought, and it's a bit awkward, but we managed to achieve it in the end. A lot of jiggering and poking about and rolling the bumper over into a different angle to try and get it installed, but we managed to achieve it. one part which we haven't removed from the old bumper, so you see me in the background going back to it to remove it. It was an air duct guide for the grill, which we removed and then installed. And that's the final part now being installed, which is like a grill cover and that holds the emblem as well. So again, this just clips into place, a bit awkward to do, but once you get the first clips in, the rest is properly easy. So we'll move outside now and we're connecting the bumper onto the car. We did trial fit this a couple of times off camera to make sure we had the alignment, and you can see we're connecting the bumper to the wings, and then once we have that in place we put a couple of screws in the top to hold the top, and then we'll go underneath to put in the 7 bolts what hold the under tray to the bottom of the car. Once we're happy with the alignment of the bumper and we had all the bolts in, we then moved on to installing the bonnet. As you can see, we just installed a blanket on the windscreen to protect this while we're installing the bonnet onto the car. This is the part that takes the most time, I believe, so we are opening and closing the bonnet to check the gaps, check the alignment and making sure it closed correctly. And then it's on to the finishing touches, so we're just installing the chrome trims that go around the upper grille blank. and then we'll be installing the emblem on the roof badge. And then finally we can move on to removing all the co-part stickers from the windscreen and the windows, and then giving the car a good clean and a snow foam. We did hand wash the car after we snow foamed it, but unfortunately the camera battery ran out, so we never caught that on camera. But this is the final pieces of the puzzle, as they would say. So like I said, I'd like to go through the figures now to show you what the Mokka's actually cost me so far. So the purchase price, the bid price I won the Mokka for was £6,200. You then have the world famous co-part fees, which come in at £819. And then delivery, as I said in episode 1, the car was actually too wide for my trailer. So I paid Copart to deliver it, and that cost me £325. New battery was 88. The lower bumper section, so I got that from Vauxhall, was 170. The rad holder, so the rad holder stroke slam panel, that was 134. The lower crash bar came in at 112, and then the upper crash bar was £222. Bonnet, brand new from Vauxhall, £527. The intake shutter grille, so the grille what goes in front of the rad pack, so that was 294. The small item here, bumper support bracket, was 13. 2 light repair kits, so I brought one from Vauxhall, I think that was £88 originally, so I brought the passenger one from Vauxhall. But then when I went to install the driver's side light, I noticed that one of the brackets had broke, so I thought, well, I'll change that while I'm doing it as well. But I got that one from eBay anyway, so both of the repair kits come to £143. The air intake guide, so all the plastic what goes in front of the shutter grille, those bits of plastic come to £39. The upper bumper section, so the section I sent off to paint, was £452. The badge and the emblem holder come to £45. 2 number plates, so I brought actually a front and a back number plate. I only really needed the front one, but I brought the back one as well, so both number plates match. They were £15 each. Bumper parts, so all the rest of the parts for the bumper, as in the grills, the absorbing foam, and all the rest of the parts I need to make up for the bumper, come to £629. Some clips were 13. Local paint shop charged me £450 to paint the bumper and the bonnet, and then I'll book the car in for a service next week, because it's still under obviously Vauxhall warranty, but to maintain that warranty you have to have it serviced annually, so that is £118. So in total, so far I've spent £10,825 on the Mokka. Now I think the car's probably worth between £11,750 and £12,000. I've looked on Auto Trader and on eBay, and there's a couple of cat ends around or between that sort of figure, between 11 and 12,000. They've done a little bit more higher mileage than mine have. This has only done like 2,060 miles, something like that, but I'll pitch it around there. So all in all, about £1,000 worth of profit for this project. Like I say, there's a few lessons that I've learned. Obviously the delivery, that's £325. I wouldn't be paying for delivery again, you know. I've got another project coming next week, and I'm going to go collect that rather than paying the delivery fee. And then I suppose the biggest cost for me was the bumper. As you've seen in the previous videos, you know, I ordered a second-hand one that was due to come. When it finally come, that was a Kia Sportage, so I then sent that back, waited, so probably waited 10 days for the proper bumper to arrive. It never arrived, so I had to bite the bullet and go buy everything from Vauxhall. So, like I say, lower bumper was 170, upper bumper 252, and then all the rest of the parts 629. So in all, the front bumper probably cost me around £1,300. So unfortunately, I had to do that so I could get the project completed. But you know, if I could have got the second-hand one, I'd have obviously saved £600–700 there. So unfortunately, that's a big cost at that £10,825. But yeah, first project, £1,000 profit. I think that's okay. So anyway, yeah, I'll leave it there. Everyone, thank you very much. For those of you who subscribed so far, thank you. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you like this sort of video, please do. I've got another project coming next week, so hit that subscribe button, give it the thumbs up, and if you've got any comments at all, anyone, please put them in the comment section. I do answer every single comment, so I will get back to you with any comments you have. But apart from that, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.